Foot on the gas, I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down.
Let's go. 10-2 start. Check. Lefty. Recon. 132 fighter. Two.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. Line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it third down.
On the double.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Check 55, Mike. All day. Check 43. Bang.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What you got? Huh?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 5-4.
From the 30 on second down, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, D-line, get
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Yep.
Watch safety green.
On second down, it's Henry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 33 yards that time. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Watch the X3. 218, chop it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Check 4.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go now, and Lobo.
Focus, defense, focus. Slam.
On second down, here's Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We got 4.
Now Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Check. 6-6, pull it high. Got it. Hey, Delta.
Mike 54.
check.
54. Here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Greystone, travel.
26.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. Jones has it. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Hey, Tuesday. 22 jet bomber, 39.
On first down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming.
We got jump. Hey, South.
Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got it.
Play action, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56. Check 56.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch twins.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
61, matchbox, white, 5.
Off play action, Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Tannehill, and he's going to go down again. Miles Jack with a sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Go.
Let's go right here. 56 to Mark.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 10.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Go. General West.
On first down, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. First down, Titans, gain of 12. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Like 56.
Hey, Haywood.
Now.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey.
56 to Mike. Get up.
Tannehill throwing again. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Derrick Henry. Oh, and now some space to operate. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Falcons grab it. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here we go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And an alley to run. It's a big run there by Henry. 45 yards on the ground. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he he's taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tannehill now to throw. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Exit.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Gun. 20. Check 99. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 54. All day, baby, all day. Mike 54.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. The open man is Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
20. Let's go.
To throw again is Ryan. This complete to Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
56, by 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Kill, kill, kill.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. It's caught, Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Third and 2, Tannehill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, Orbit.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And it is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. But being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Eluding the pressure right. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
54.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Ryan now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
22. Mark 54. Ain't no say. Team 6. Team 6.
To throw is Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Smith trying to run for it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
54. Watch the slant.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones as Pro Bowl receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
51, Tom.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Base. Check. 25. Check 25. Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 3. Set.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ryan wants to throw it. He's got Smith here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So time runs out. It's a victory.